YouTube? It is your favorite game here, Above Average Cody, finally coming at you with some more Halo Infinite gameplay analysis. Last week on the live stream, we actually had a phenomenal game of Oddball on Recharge, and I want to analyze it for you guys to show you all of the right moves that I was able to make during this game of Oddball. Now, it wasn't like the craziest game. I think I went 20 and 13 with like almost 2 minutes of carry time, so not necessarily like an absolute fry my pants off game, but it was a pretty good game overall for Oddball. So jumping right in, beginning of round 1 here, guys, you see we're holding at pipes, and I'm just doing a great job of holding the lower stairs door. Nobody's coming in. My teammate actually wraps around on him to get the pinch, and we clear them out of that spawn. So now I'm anticipating the spawn coming long haul side, and as you can see, here come the grenades. Meanwhile, teammate just holding the ball. They do end up breaking through right here, which really not a huge deal. We're already up 40-0, so even if we did lose the ball here, it's not the end of the world. But the biggest thing, guys, is we are holding the ball in the secluded area, but we are spread out. You saw that I was in pipes with the teammate holding the ball, and then the other two were kind of roaming trying to get pinches. And I feel like that's the first place a lot of people screw up, is they're all stacked up on top of the Oddball, and it's literally, you're just fishing a barrel. It's easy to kill you, and that's the end of the story. So as you can see, we're going for the retake here. We did end up giving them the ball. It's 41-0 currently. And make no mistake, guys, this was a low diamond lobby. Kind of just using this gameplay to show you how to properly play some Oddball, as opposed to just being like, oh, guys, look at how amazing I played. You know, it's not that at all, guys, because like I said, I really didn't have that crazy of a game. So 41-10, they're starting to rack up a little bit of time here. I'm kind of running around like the map like an idiot. So this is kind of the first mistake I had. After a big 41-0 lead, we do have trouble breaking it. That's where you really have to play smart and coordinate as a team here. And there you go. We get the ball carrier. He doesn't successfully play it out, and I just run right to pick up the ball. And I'm kind of holding it here, and the reason I hold it at window for a second is because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's still any enemies around the ball. I don't know if there's any pushing in. So I'm kind of just holding it in an area where I can easily get rid of it until I really know what's going on. And same thing here. I wasn't sure how those kills were going to trade out, so I hold it in an area where I can easily take it out mid, and they start to go our way a little bit. So I don't quite have to drop the ball, but I have the luxury of jumping across batteries to kind of rat it out. And here is a situation where I made the decision to go for extra ball time as opposed to just playing the ball, which I kind of did in a way as well. So sometimes I like to do this where if I see an open path and my teammates are getting fried, I will carry the ball out to the play ball spot because, guys, I'm not going to be able to kill 3 enemies and my teammates are in the respawn screen. So putting in that extra damage really isn't going to help anybody. Any damage I put in is just going to be regen before my teammates can respawn. So I will take the ball and carry it outwards towards where I'm going to play it. So not only do I rack up a couple extra seconds of ball time, but the ball is also going to an area that is less favorable for the enemy. Because again, there were 3 enemies there. So if I held that ball in pipes, guys, they would have been getting it in a perfect setup. So as you can see, bit of a confusion through the map for a little bit, but we end up back with the Oddball. And see, I'm just kind of covering middle of the map to slow the push because I see that they are on the other side of the map. So anything I can do to slow down the enemy to get to my ball carrier when you only need 20 more points is huge. And obviously I'm focusing more on what I'm doing because it's just easiest to show you guys, especially with a lot of us playing solo, maybe even with a duo stack in Oddball. It's hard to account for what your teammates are going to or not going to do. And now, guys, basically 98-58. All we got to do is find the kills and pick up the Oddball. I get a nice double kill here. Teammate gets 1 kill. Last guy left is active. Not a big deal. We're going to run up. We're going to grab that ball for the last 2 seconds. And that is going to be all she wrote for round 1. Not a perfect round 1 because, again, there was a little bit of time of confusion. We were really, when we had to go for the retakes instantly, we were kind of like taking it slow, running around the map like idiots. So if we could have eliminated that, it would have been a little bit faster. But again, we got up so big that we were kind of able to like let our foot off the gas a little bit, especially at the end there when we only needed 2 seconds. And I mean, we found the kill, so it really didn't take that long. Here, guys, again, playing smart, covering the middle of the map. A lot of kids are afraid to play the middle of the map on Recharge. I don't know why, but you really have to. Not only is that where you're going to be able to put in the most damage, but you're also going to be able to see the most, see where the enemy's coming from, and play Oddball effectively. Right now, just on all cylinders, putting in damage. I didn't rush that kill. The guy I had 1 shot when I was up window. Teammates are picking up the assists. overall, just good team play, good shots getting put in. And I mean, this other team wasn't very ready for Oddball. They played much worse team-wise than me. Unfortunately, I got shot on the way down as I was trying to drop back. I probably got a little bit overconfident in holding the Oddball there on the window across from Shock Rifle. But no big deal. We just go right back in. You know, we're putting in the damage. That dude literally just lets me kill him there. Like I said, these kids were not a very well-tuned team. Now, balls in pipe seems to be where it's been the entire game, basically. We're going to try to just go for the retake. And I'm feeling confident, so I'm going to solo, just slide in, grab the ball, and just bring it to my teammates. We don't even have to win the gunfights there. So basically, we take it back now. We're in the vantage point, and we can find the kills, hopefully, and hold the Oddball, which here we get 2 kills. One guy gets traded out with a sword, but easy money. Smart play, guys. Do not be afraid to drop the Oddball and put in shots. Here you see me do it twice, and I'm almost rewarded both times for it. I end up dying there. I do get that kill with that grenade, though. And I think that's really what sets aside a great Oddball team from a good Oddball team, is you could have the best carrier in the world, but if he's not dropping the ball once in a while to put in damage, it's basically 3v4 fights throughout the match. So if you guys want to be the primary Oddball holder, I'm not saying always drop the ball when there's an enemy. You got to have some faith in your teammates, but sometimes it's just the right move to drop the ball, put in some shots. And then here you guys can see we're spawning pretty far away, but we're just taking our time. We're finding the kills. I'm trying to stay with my teammates here, throw the entry grenades in. I believe our teammate here has active camo. Easiest retake you're probably going to see in Oddball right here. But again, they didn't play it very well as a team. They're kind of just feeding us kills. But easy money. We have the Oddball again. Pretty close game right now, tied up. But as you can see, we're going to start pulling away. We got the whole squad here. We got this dude using the energy sword. Because, again, this is just multiplayer, guys. The GAs don't matter too much. He's getting pinched from C, so he has to back up into me and give me the free kill. He dropped the ball to get a kill. That's fine. I'll trade out Oddball carry time with him. I believe he was one of our top fryers on the team. So, again, like, another thing with Oddball is one person does not have to hold the ball. I realize one person might be best at the decision-making with holding the ball, but don't be afraid to trade, guys. Like, in that situation, it just made sense. He's frying. He dropped it to get a kill. Why let it sit for 10 seconds while we both try to get kills? Why not? I'll just pick it up and let him get his kills, and then we'll go from there. Again, they're not really making a good crack attempt at trying to retake. This dude makes the most interesting play I've probably ever seen with an energy sword. So we go 2 down here, maybe even 3 down. So we're in the respawn stream, but as you can see, guys, we're still holding ball time. He's going with the method I told you about earlier. He's taking the ball to open space, but also collecting a couple extra seconds. You guys don't realize how far those extra seconds go. And then right now we're over the Oddball. We're just frying over it. They can't even get close. We may not be picking up the kills, but again, cover in the middle of the map, guys. Anything you can do to slow their push to the Oddball, it really does go a long way overall in the final score. Now we've pretty much doubled up on them with score. These two rushing straight for the Oddball. 1 easy kill. Got another one damaged. And other than that, guys, it's pretty much just wait it out till the end of the game. Just soak up the Oddball time where it's available. I see active camo there. Drop the ball. Help him put in some time. And then the reason I kind of ran that way instead of holding it there is I thought we were going to have an opening to go to C. I quickly saw that that Rob kid died there, so I backed up, holding it top window again, guys, and just seeing where the homies are. I see they're better set up for the C hold, so I jump up to the sneaky tunnel up here, try to hold it. Take a bit of damage, but I find this little area here where I can crouch jump onto, hold it there, and then I see us losing the fights. I throw it out, I move, try to live up myself. I grab the energy sword so that they can't have it. Doesn't really go anywhere, so I didn't break any GAs. Not that it matters, guys. Again, it is multiplayer. But 75-24, guys. Easy money. We're getting to the end. That Zay kid gets an easy double kill, and then he grabs the ball. Just a really good player that's willing to get the fries and pick up the ball. Because I know we've all been in the lobbies where kids are just afraid to grab the Oddball, and that gets really, really frustrating, especially if you're one of the better fryers in the lobby. It's frustrating when they're just not picking up the ball. So not only are you good at frying, but you have to grab the ball time. So as you can see, 24-17-17. Only 8 kills out of the other kid, but hey, throw him in the backpack, guys. He's still positioned well enough on the map where he can help. Right here, he's got the ball in his hands. He knows what's up. And then they're actually going to play it there to get the ball away from us, which is a good play, I guess. But as you can see, 96 to 25, guys, there's only so much they can do. And we're in the same situation we were in on round 1. We can take our time. We can pick up whatever kills. If we die a couple times, no big deal. Based on the way these kids are playing, 9 and 19, 9 and 20. No disrespect to them, but it wasn't so much their individual gameplay. It was more how they moved the map. They did not move as a team. They did very, very, like, a lot of solo pushes. As you can see, one kid alone grabbing the ball. I'm going to slide in, and this should be the final 4 seconds for the game here. And then, guys, that'll be all she wrote. 20 and 13, minute 50 ball time, 32-20 score. One kid left towards the end. I don't remember exactly when he left, but it really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just good oddball, guys. Very textbook. A lot of things you should be doing. Again, things not to do, exactly what the other team did. Don't be solo pushing. We were pretty dominant in the middle of the map that entire game. So if that happens, you kind of have to rat around the edges to get to where you want to be, guys. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. But like I said, the way, you know, pick up the oddball when your team's getting the kills. Don't be afraid to drop it. Help them put in some damage. You know, rat the ball out to open space instead of just tossing it out there and missing out on potentially 10 extra seconds of ball time, I think is roughly what I got when I did that play. So just a lot of things to think about, but overall this was a pretty flawless game in terms of decision-making, not just from me, but from the entire team. And that's great because we weren't even communicating, guys. It was really just a solo lobby I jumped into. I was shocked at how well it went. So it's kind of nice when you have a team of players that they're all in sync making similar decisions, because similar decisions is the first step in teamwork, and we're all kind of on the same page there. And even when we weren't and we were spread out across the map, they made the right pinches, they made the right plays, and just it was really a perfectly played game of oddball. I do wish the other team was a little bit better to see how that team did against a better oddball team, but just using this to teach you guys, again, I'm not using it as an, oh, look how good I did on this oddball game. It wasn't that crazy. It really wasn't, but a good game overall. Hopefully you guys took some stuff away from it. Any oddball questions or tips, guys, leave them in a comment, please. I'll put a heart on it. It'll jump to the top so everybody can get help from your guys' comments as well as this video here. Subscribe, guys. A lot of Halo Infinite content. We do these analysis once in a while, but mostly tips and tricks videos for Halo. We're going to be doing a lot of the same thing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when it comes out. We did a couple videos on the beta already, and we'll be streaming the PC beta. So hit that sub button, guys. Leave a like on the video. It helps out so much with the algorithm. And then, of course, super thanks. We have, what are they called? Memberships. Channel memberships. If you feel so inclined to support monetarily, guys, it does help out so much. But please do not feel like you have to. But all right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay analysis. Thank you so much for all the support on the live streams, the videos, all of it. You guys are literally awesome. And just thank you so much for all the support. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.